Uncle Sam raking in over $20 billion last year from so-called sin taxes on things like smoking and alcohol. That is a 41% spike from the previous year alone. Jonathan says this proves that middle-class tax hikes are already here, and you say we ain't seen nothing yet. Why do you say that?
Well, sure. One of the first things the president did when he came to office was triple the tobacco tax. Now, I think some people smoke who probably make less than $250,000 a year, and you know what? Some people also like to, I don't know, maybe have a beer now and then. I know that. I know we think
a little
that.
Early.
Well,
little
honestly,
early,
I mean, maybe I'm, not prude enough, but I think that having a beer now and then, having some salt, Tracy, I brought one for you as well.
Thank you.
I think having a beer now and then, I don't consider this to be a sin. I consider this to be a choice that every individual has the choice to make on their own accord. And the fact that the government would come in and bless this behavior, diss this behavior, to me seems like an unbelievable overstepping of their role.
Christian, the numbers are there. $20 billion brought in fiscal year 2009. I mean, it looks like a big moneymaker for the government.
Well, Tracy, stop taunting me with that beer. I'm jealous. But listen, seriously, though, I know that people are concerned about whether government's making a moral judgment, but there's real societal cost to all of this. A beer is artificially cheap. Sugary sodas are artificially cheap. Cigarettes certainly cause health problems for the wider society, and we add taxes to these products so that they can help
to socially engineer, Christian, that's just it, to engineer how I live my life. You want to make it harder for me to drink that beer.
It's a matter of fairness, Jonathan.
It's a matter of fairness. How is it a matter of fairness to make it more?
Excise taxes on beer, on a can of beer, is 10 cents.
Right.
Studies have shown that the cost to society from alcohol consumption are more like $1 a bottle.
Once you make health care a right, you, of course, give government the responsibility, the obligation to tell you how to live your life. Stop smoking, start working out.
Jonathan, we're all paying for health care anyway. Don't we have a right to get the cost offset from people who are engaging in the risky behavior?
The big picture story here is we're broke, and they have to figure out how to come up with money. So I know that my beloved pack of gum that I buy every day will be next on the list, and they'll tax that too. All because we're going to stay under this umbrella of we're not raising taxes on the middle class. Well, we're not going to do it directly, no. Right. But we're going to tax all the stuff you purchase. And I think that's more the outrage as opposed to taxing my little Coors Light.
Well, I wish I could give Wayne Rogers a beer during this segment, but he's not with us. But Wayne, I have to say, look at cigarette taxes. I mean, it's $15 a pack here in New York. Not that I'm, saying everybody should go out and smoke, but at the same time, free choice.
Well, I think you're missing some of the point here. Yeah, obviously the government, both federal, state, and local, are going to tax whatever there is that you can call a stealth tax. That is, nobody will be outraged by the fact that you're, quote, taxing something that other people view as sinful. You're absolutely right to impose that on the citizens to say, oh, we can get away with this. We, the federal government, or we, the government, can get away with this because we're going to tell you how to run your life. You can't go smoke. You can't do these things because these are bad for your health. We're going to manage your health. We're going to manage everything about you. You no longer have any freedoms. You can't do what you want to do because we need the tax money to do that. Now, the fact of the matter is, at the state level, because of those defined pension plans that are in the state level, the states are going to go broke. So they're going to use every possibility, everything they can to tax, and if they can get away with a stealth tax, they're going to do it. They will tax your clothes. They'll end up taxing your underwear before you're through.
And the question here, Tracy, is this already a middle-class tax that's already embedded? I mean, look at it. I mean, for soda here in New York, I mean, you have kids, so basically your kids, if they want a Coca-Cola, are being taxed.
Well, they don't drink soda, Cheryl, because I'm an upstate fine mother who worries about their teeth. Come on now. Beers, on the other hand, we have for breakfast. So here, though, I mean, to Wayne's point, it's not just your soda, your gum, your underwear. It's your license. I mean, anything that you have to go and purchase. You want to go fishing and get a fishing license, expect it to be a higher fee, a higher tax. And it's going to be called lots of different things. But we're broke at all levels. And they're going to raise money indirectly as much as they can.
Right, and Cheryl, it also kind of begs the question of, well, what is a sin? I mean, is salt next? There's always been proposals about fat tax, about unsafe food. I mean, where does it end? Where do people get to actually, a Christian, make their own decisions about the type of life they want to live and deal with the consequences?
But instead of wondering about what's coming next, wonder about what is. And what objection do you have about taxing behavior and products that lead to costs for you and me?
Actually, Christian, because it's a middle-class tax cut. And this administration says they're not going to tax the middle class. Oh, if you make under $200,000, no tax on you.
Middle, upper, lower class, you can choose whether or not you smoke, you can choose whether or not you drink alcohol, and you can choose whether or not you buy a gun. These are not middle-class taxes per se. These are taxes on behavior. Behavior that should not be subsidized by me.
Behavior that affects all Americans, though.
But instead of worrying about the taxes, why aren't you worried about the freedoms? That's what's wrong. You're only interested in promoting taxes instead of promoting freedom.
What freedoms are being abridged? You still have the ability to smoke, and you still have the ability to drink, and to buy a gun.
Hold it. I got an idea. We're going to tax you just because you're talking. That's a freedom. You're on this program. You're offering your opinion. We're going to start taxing you because you're talking too much. That's
they tax me because I work.
If I go smoke or I do what I want to do, Christian, you're against freedom.
No, Wayne, we live in a society. I mean, freedom, it's wonderful, and it's a great platitude that I believe in just as much as you. But I also live in a society with you, and that means we have to do things for the societal good sometimes.
All right, thanks,
Yeah, and we got a constitution. We have a constitution, and that's what we should pay attention to.
All right, Wayne, you keep talking. Christian, keep talking. Coming up, folks, from sin to signs.